due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike. Not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Frankie Louvu. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
It's offensive play caller. He's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick games, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. This one is caught by Robinson. They needed 19, and that is exactly what they got. And they convert on 3rd and long.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
Another catch on the drive, this one for 13 yards, and another first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. On the ground, right back to Tracy. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Brings
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Taken down back at the 42.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Daniel. He'll step up and run this. Jaden Daniels. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Ray going to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. Tracy. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tracy, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And some good running there. That's a 1st down up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a Giants 1st down.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's fourth down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New York.
Now it's Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down. Give on the ground, and he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
22-yard line.
Now Russ. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
Really nice job here by the defense coming away with that sack. And it's this pass rush, Mike, that I think has to continue to make their presence felt as they try to put themselves in position to pull this game out.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The motion man here is McLaurin. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. This is taken at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Play action. It's Wilson. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
Complete to Theo Johnson. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, New York.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. Rolling right, he keeps it himself, and he's in! Russell Wilson, touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That's just such an athletic play by an NFL quarterback, Mike, and you can see he tried to remain a passer as long as possible, but once it became clear there was nowhere to go with the ball, he puts it down and decides to do the rest with his legs, and he's able to take it all the way in for a touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Commanders 7.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Daniel's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We are through one. It's the Giants leading this one early. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
Samuel there to make the catch. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Here's Smith-Marset. He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. On first down, Wilson. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. They go play action now. Wilson has caught left side by Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Slayton is the man in motion. They go play action with Wilson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The veteran is Austin Eckler. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 34.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To number 17, Terry McLaurin. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback to keep him in the pocket. He is more dangerous when he's able to escape. Keep the integrity of your rush lanes. Rush as a unit. You can see here, when you don't, he gets out of the pocket, and it's a big play.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Daniel. That's McLaurin open on the left side.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, Wilson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Wandale Robinson. Incomplete. Coverage by Mikey Samberstill.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Jartavius Martin there defensively.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one too far out in front. incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the second time. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Man in motion is Brown. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Open man downfield is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
On the give, it's Eckler. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
At the 23-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. Give it to Eckler on the option. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Daniels now going to look to throw. Good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts.
For the Washington field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are back within a point. It's 14-13. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Ray going to return it. And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Russ. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Just a quick read by the linebacker on that running back screen. He beats everybody to the spot and blows this play up for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Wilson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Mikey Samerskill.
It is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
On comes with the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. McCaffrey gonna return it, and it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense gonna see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Daniel. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniel. He's got his man Brown. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd and 5. To the air again is Daniel. Right side, pulled in by Samuel.
A gain of 6. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Daniel gonna throw again. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing again. Daniel. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the first down.
Even in the air, here's Daniels.
Daniels pass. Complete to Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Commanders first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
McFadden on the stop. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On fourth down, out comes the punter.
For the Commanders.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A gift, and here comes Robinson. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. A gain there of 20. First down, Washington.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and 7. Now Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
14.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our 2nd half is about to get underway. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Gray gonna return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Wilson now, off the bootleg. Exiting the pocket right.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, He's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Yards. And the Giants' first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Commanders' 41-yard line.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. First carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
We'll go back to Singletary on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. To Robinson, he's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to 3rd down.
The line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
We're all set to kick this one away.
Washington.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. He's got it! And he will take this one in! 74 yards! Touchdown, New York!
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are going to open up the lead to 8.
Giants 24, Commanders 16.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play.
That's good.
And a first down.
Washington. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a designed run. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
The tackle by Micah McFadden. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Here's Daniel. And this ball incomplete on third down.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on third down. I mean, if he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, first down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target, and he's not there in time to reel it in.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Again, it's Singletary. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Now Russ taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This one is caught by Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Giants.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
The tackle made by Dorrance Armstrong. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
And it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And the Giants are going to have what looks to be a first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there third and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
16.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eckler on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Daniel. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll throw with Daniel. One complete to Jalen Lane. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to sneak in here. He will have the Commanders' first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Man in motion is Brown. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pass play, good for 22. Good for a Commander's first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5. Throwing now, Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Waste of time.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Commanders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more, and he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackler, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Wilson to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Throw. Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down.
Waste of time.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Second and 10. Wilson. Open man is Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Wilson now, off the bootleg. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Percy Butler on the coverage.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Giants.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here's Wilson to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Now it is Jaden Daniels and the Commanders down by 12. 2:08 on the clock. The fourth down stop, the first of a series of events. They're going to need to break their way, but they're still alive with a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, it is second and a yard. They'll run with Robinson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Washington.
That's good for a Commander.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
Looking to Samuel on the outright. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, Eckler. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. To the outside, into the hands of McClure. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
The coverage by Andrew Phillips.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Throwing again, Daniel. Has his man, it's Samuel. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to first and 10. To the air again is Daniel.
Daniels pass. Complete to number 1, Deebo Samuel. A 5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 14-yard line.
Now, second and 4. Daniels gonna throw again. In trouble, and he's gonna be taken down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. The motion man here is McClure. On third down, he'll throw with Daniels. He's got it at about the 8, and he's gonna have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal
at the 8-yard line.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
Now Daniels. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
score. It's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike, but remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. The Commanders have cut the deficit to 5.
Giants 31, Commanders 26.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.